Hey there, everybody. It's Scott, the Wisconsin, Florida project guy. Well, guess what? I got myself a big project for a friend of ours. I'm making a 4-foot wide by 10-foot tall cabinet that's going to have 4 shaker doors, 8 drawers with the shaker front, and then 10 shelves, adjustable shelves. So I went on Saturday with a friend and picked up the plywood. Turn the camera around, wood. That particle board there, that's just for my saw stand. But here's, got 5 sheets of 3/4 inch wood, 4 sheets of 1/4 inch wood. This here's all the 3/4 inch wood is for the frame, the wall, the side panels, the center panels. The 1/4 inch plywood is for the face, plywood face for the shaker doors, the back, the drawer bottoms. And I'll take you what I bought today. So I got all this 1x stuff to make the face frame on the cabinet, to make the door frames for the shaker doors and drawers. So I got a bunch of work. I got one 10-foot piece I got to rip down. Got the primer, cabinet paint. Home Depot only had 2 drawer slides, so I gotta get 6 more. Got brackets to hang the drawer slides. Got hinges I ordered off of Amazon the other day. I got the doorknob handles that I actually have some, so I didn't have to buy those. So I got my work cut off for me. It's going to be like a 2 or 3, probably a 3-week project because I put everything together. Then I got to disassemble it. I can't call the whole cabinet over to their house, and I got to make it in 2 pieces. Then I got to paint everything. Then I got to set up my spray booth in the garage here and sand down the stuff and repaint it. It's going to be a lot of work, but it keeps me busy. All right, everybody. Catch you all later. Bye. Good morning, everybody. It's Scott, the Wisconsin, Florida project guy. Well, I got set up there to start that project, so I'll turn the camera around and show you. So I got my table saw set up with my runoff table. Then I got this table here. I do pre-cuts with the skill saw, and then I do final cuts on the table saw. Got my miter saw all set up. So I got a bunch of wood I got to saw today, have all the pieces, and then I'll move on to the next step would be I'm going to be sealing the wood on the cabinet part and then drilling the holes for the adjustable shelves. So I better get to it. Catch you all later. Bye. Hey there, everybody. It's Scott, the Wisconsin, Florida project guy. Well, this morning here I am polyurethane some of the panels, the ones especially that I'm going to be drilling the holes for the adjustable shelves. So I'll turn it around. You can see my setup. Got 2 of the panels done. And I got these smaller ones on the workbench. These are the pieces for all the upper cabinet. So then these long pieces, and that's where I'll drill the holes for the adjustable shelves. And I'll glue it all together, hopefully by tomorrow. Well, that's if I get the holes drilled today. All right, just wanted to show everybody my progress. Catch y'all later. Bye. Morning, everybody. It's Scott, the Wisconsin, Florida project guy. Well, I'm up at it again, ready to day whatever, working on that big cabinet. So today I am drilling the holes for the adjustable shelves, so I'll turn the camera around. So here's the setup. So what I do, I put this tape on here because this is what's called laminated plywood. This is birch laminated plywood, where the lamination is like paper thin. And if you don't have sharp drill bits and stuff, and when you try cutting and the laminate tears. So what I always try to do, tape it, and it helps out a little bit. Like, same thing, when you cut the edges, like right here, when I cut this all with the saw the other day, my skill saw, I had brand new blades that were 100% sharp, and I taped the edges, and that's why I got a pretty nice clean edge on them. So that's what happens when you deal with laminated plywood, because they make the laminate so thin that unless you have very sharp drill bits and saw blades, you'll probably tear it. But as an extra precaution, I always tape the edges also. All right, everybody. Well, I got, let's see, 2 rows like this on this panel, another panel, 2 rows. And then I got one panel, I got 2 rows on each side. So it'll be a total of 8 rows. And I believe there's going to be like, so this jig does 6 holes at a time. So 6, 12, 8. I'm guessing about 20 holes on the bottom half. About 40 holes for each strip. Times 8. So that's 320 holes. I'll take the calculations when I'm fully done. I'll make one little video after I drill this board out, and then I'll show you how the holes turned out. All right, I'm around to say goodbye, everybody. Catch y'all later. Bye. Hey, everybody, it's Scott, the Wisconsin Florida Project Guy. I said I'd make another video after I got some of them holes drilled, so I turned the camera around. And this is actually my second panel. 2 rows. Here's the first panel. 2 rows. I got 4 more rows on the center one. Like I said, it's got to get holes on each side. So then this here is how the shelf pin, adjustable shelf pins. Put them whatever height you want your shelves in. So there'll be a total of 10 shelves for this unit. If they want more, I'll have to make more, but I only got enough for 10 shelves. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to finish these holes up there and then move on to the next process. All right, catch y'all later. Bye. Hey, everyone. Scott, the Florida Project Guy. Project Guy. I can't talk. I don't know. So I'm on to my next step. So now I'm putting pocket holes in some of the panels. So when I screw them together. So this is my pocket hole jig. I think I've showed you this in other videos. So then it cuts that slot, and then you put the other panel underneath, and then you screw it in from the top here, and then it holds it tight. And then, I'll have glue on the edge here and stuff, but this is another one of the jigs I bought. So I got to drill these vertical panels. I got to drill 6 holes in each one. So I got to get to it. So I'll catch y'all later. Bye. Hey to everybody, it's Scott, the Wisconsin Florida Project Guy. So I'm back to that woodworking project, that cabinet for our friends. Turn the camera around, show you what I'm doing. So this is my setup to screw the panels together. Make myself my table. With a bunch of clamps here and clamp everything tight and then screw it together. So this is the bottom cabinet. And then I'll work on the upper cabinet later. I'll take some videos or pictures of when the product is done. This stage anyway. All right, turn the camera around. Say goodbye, everybody. Catch y'all later. Bye. Hey everybody, Scott, the Wisconsin Florida Project Guy. Well, just want to show you the video of the completion of the bottom cabinet. I'll turn the camera around. So that's going to be the bottom cabinet that will have the drawers. All right, everybody. Now I got to start an upper cabinet. I might take a little rest, though. Have a little drink there or something. All right. Catch y'all later. Bye. Hey there, everybody. It's Scott, the Wisconsin Florida Project Guy. Well, I'm on to the next step. A little work today, so I'll turn the camera around. So I'm working on the shelves right now. So I told you I did preliminary cuts with the skill saw, and now I do final cuts on the table saw. So this was the last of the cuts. I had to cut both edges. Then, like I said, I taped the edges because of the laminate plywood. So that's 10 shelves. So then what I got to do, I got to put a wood edge that I bought. Will go along the edge here then. And the size won't matter because that's covered when it's inside the cabinet. And then I got to seal them all with polyurethane, 2 coats, and sand between the coats. So that's my job for today. I'm going to other wood for the rails, for the doors, and then for the face frame. So I'm going to cut all that, rip that all down in the table saw. Then that will be all ready when I move on to that step. That way I don't try to get most of this cutting with this table saw in one day. Then I don't have so much cleanup every day. I mean, I'll have cleanup, but it won't be as much. All right, everybody. Well, I got to get to it. Catch y'all later. Bye. Hey there, everybody. It's Scott, the Wisconsin Florida Project Guy. Well, I'm working on the next stage, so I'll turn the camera around. What I'm doing now, I'm putting a wood edge. This is just a short piece. Putting a wood edge on the edge of the shelves. That way it covers up the plywood. And then there's some that I have, 3 of them that I have done. And it just gives it a cleaner look. Then I gotta sand them down a little bit, and then I gotta seal them with polyurethane. So I got 10 shelves I have to do like this. So that's what I'll be working on today, and then I'm gonna work on some face frame, I believe. I ain't decided yet. So I gotta get at it. Catch y'all later. Scott the Woodworking, Scott the Florida. I don't remember my name no more. All right, catch y'all later. Bye. Hey there, everybody. It's Scott the Wisconsin Florida Project Guy. Well, I'm on to the next step. I am making the face frame now for that big cabinet. So I'll turn the cabinet around. Not the cabinet. So these are the pieces that make up the face frame. So I'm using my pocket jig over there again on the workbench. Remember I showed you how I do that? And I've got the frame laid out in a big table here. And now I'm putting all the pieces in here for where the drawers would be. And then I'll have one piece across the top. So what I'll do, I'll take a picture, maybe a final video once it's all made. Hey there, everybody. It's Scott, the Wisconsin Florida Project Guy. Well, I got that face frame done. So I'll turn the camera around. So this is how it turned out. So that's just temporary clamped on there now, because like I said, when I move the cabinet, I got to move it in 2 pieces, but the face frame is in 1 piece. So once I get the cabinet over to our friend's house, then I got to clamp and glue the face frame on. So like I said, there's the drawers. The top 4 would be doors. Quite the project. So my next step is then I'm going to mount the drawer slides, because that's why I got a temporary clamp down there, and that way I know where the drawer slides will go. And I'll just have to unscrew them. And I can make the drawers also. So I said I can make everything at home here and just assemble it once I get to their house. But I'll have to paint the face frame. I'm just going to prime it now, and then I'll paint and I'll coat it their house with a brush. All right, buddy, I got to get going. I got to clean up the garage from the mess. All right, catch y'all later. Bye. Hey there, everybody. Scott, the Wisconsin Florida Project Guy. Well, I'm on to the next step. I actually finished this step up, and I'll show you what I was working on this morning. I'll turn the camera around. So I was putting in all the drawer slides. And then what I'll do, take this screw out and I could pull this part out, and then this white piece will stay in the cabinet. And then that way, like I said, I have to take this face frame that gets glued on at our friend's house. So step back here. You can see all the drawer slides in. All right, well, I gotta move on to the next step. I'm gonna cut down the drawer pieces, get ready for them to polyurethane and stuff. All right, catch y'all later. Bye. The Wisconsin Florida project guy. Well, I'm able to get back to that big cabinet project. Last week there with that hurricane and everything, I had a lot of work I was doing with that hurricane stuff. Panels up, panels down, this, that. Whew, I got wore out there, whatever, so I didn't do nothing Saturday and Sunday. Sunday, obviously it's football day, so I don't do nothing anyway. All right, so today I sanded off the shelves, filled the nail holes and some cracks, and then now I'm sealing it with the clear polyurethane. I'll turn the camera. See, so there's 10 shelves. I just finished a second coat, so I put 2 coats on each. Going to put 2 coats on each side, 1 coat on the edges, and then after both sides are sealed, then I got to take a fine sandpaper, like 600 grit, 400 grit, rub it out a little bit there, just to take the high edges off. When you put polyurethane down, you can just feel the grittiness, and that's why you use the sandpaper to smooth out like glass. All right, everybody. Well, I said I got to let this coat dry, flip them over, do the 2 coats, and hopefully get them all done today. I got football again tonight to watch, so I'm not really sure. All right, catch y'all later. Bye. Hey day, everybody. It's Scott, the Wisconsin Florida project guy. Well, I'm on to the next step for that big cabinet I'm making for our friend. Today I'm cutting dados, it's called, and for the drawers and for the face frame for the doors and the drawer faces. So I just started. Let me turn the camera around. So I just started making the notches. They're called dados. Here's the dado blade set up. So the dado I'm making will be both for the face frame on the doors and for the drawers side pieces. So the table saw just stays set up for all these pieces. So I got all these pieces here I got to cut with the dado. These are for the drawer sides. And then that dado is where the bottom of the drawer will slide into. And then I got to cut all these dados and all these pieces. These are the face frames for the door frames and for the face frame for the drawer faces. So I got quite a bit of dados to cut here. Probably take me an hour and a half to cut all these. So I better get to it here. All right, catch y'all later. Bye. Hey there, everybody. It's Scott, the Wisconsin Florida Project Guy. Well, another day, another step in my process for that big cabinet I'm making. So today I am sealing the boards for the drawers. I thought it would be easier doing my they're flat, put the 2 coats on and sand them, and then assemble the drawers. Except I got to cut the drawers to the right length yet and width. But it's easier if everything is already sealed and everything, and it's just a matter of cutting them and then joining them together. So I'll turn the camera. So I just got them laid out on the floor. I just put the first coat on. I do the second coat, flip them over. The inside I probably two coats. The outside I probably just put 1 coat. No, it's not that big a deal, the outside of the drawers. You can't see them anyway. All right, well, I got to let this coat dry for about an hour. Put the second coat on. Said flip it over. So probably get this all done today, this part. And then it's on to the next step, which I don't know yet what I'm going to do. Probably the rails for the face frame for the doors. I'll have to think about it. All right, catch y'all later. Bye. Hey there, everybody. It's Scott, the Wisconsin Florida Project Guy. So I got another step accomplished in that big cabinet I'm making. Our friend there, she wanted something to hang her necklaces on there or something. So I was trying to think of something, and one night in the middle of the night, I'm sleeping about 2 o'clock in the morning, and the idea came to my head what to do. So I'll turn it around here, and this is what I came up with. So I attached drawer slides to one of the shelves, and then since the shelves are adjustable, you can set that to any height depending on how long your necklaces are. See how they come out? And you just hang a ton of necklaces on there. I wouldn't have too many to hang on there, but she might have a lot. And just slide it back in. So I gotta decide if I'm gonna stain that wood maybe darker or paint it, I don't know, or maybe just leave it. All right, everybody, I'll bet you around. All right, everybody, catch y'all later. Bye.